Thunder! Welcome to the second match of the Men's All-Star Classic Night 6. As we are still in the Jade League as Drew McIntyre, who was screwed over, by the way. I'd like to point that out. He was screwed over by Jacob Fatu and should have been in the main event of WrestleMania for the Undisputed WWE Championship, but he's not. Instead, the guy lost to Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania in that unsanctioned match, and now is going to film Highlander. Regardless, Drew McIntyre currently is setting the standard down there in the Jade League at 12 points. He's beaten Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, Gunther, and CM Punk, but has lost to someone who was also at 12 points, that being Kenny Omega. So if anything, this is a critical match for Drew McIntyre to keep pace with Kenny Omega for the top spot in the Jade League. However, he cannot be losing any matches from here on out because there are guys who are currently sitting at 9 points like CM Punk, Gunther, Joe Hendry, Roman Reigns, who are looking to potentially take that spot and maybe sneak in to the into the semifinal. Now, Drew McIntyre has already owned wins over Gunther and CM Punk, both of them sitting at 9 points. So he owns the head-to-head tiebreaker over them. He has lost to Kenny Omega. He has not faced Joe Hendry. He will face him in a matter of moments and will face Roman Reigns tomorrow night in a critical match that could potentially decide who goes to the semis and who doesn't. Regardless of the situation, Drew McIntyre is someone that 2026 was off to a hot start for him. And then it completely unraveled in a huge way. We'll see what happens here. Nice teeth, Joe. Mr. Joe Hendry. A man who has been busting his ass in professional wrestling since, 19 years old? Pretty much my age. And this man finally gets to WWE after winning TNA Gold, after winning the NXT Championship, and is now a member of Monday Night Raw and had a concert that was cut short thanks to Logan Paul. Regardless, Joe Hendry has an opportunity. He is currently sitting at 9 points, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, 9 points. He lost to CM Punk. He has lost to Roman Reigns. But he's beaten Kenny Omega. He's beaten Solo Sikoa. He has beaten Jacob Fatu. If he can beat Drew McIntyre here, all of a sudden, Joe Hendry is going to be in the second spot. Actually, no, he will be in the top spot in the Jade League because he's beaten Kenny Omega earlier, and now if he can beat Drew McIntyre here, ladies and gentlemen, I think, in my heart of hearts, Joe Hendry may have a chance to win the Jade League. Oh my goodness, and what a shoulder tackle at the beginning of this match by Joe Hendry. An opportunity here for Joe Hendry because, listen, Joe Hendry has been busting his butt trying to prove to the world, hey, listen, I deserved an opportunity. I deserve a shot. Why is your hair so wet? What the hell, man? Nice Joe Hendry sound, by the way. I mentioned Monday Night on Raw. Joe Hendry debuted with the concert, attacked Logan Paul. It's nice to see that Joe Hendry is in there with, those big players like Logan and Austin Theory and the Street Profits. Meanwhile, Drew McIntyre is on a break. We don't know when he's coming back. Hopefully, he'll be back in the main event title picture sooner rather than later. Regardless, Drew McIntyre has been going through a rough patch over the last few months, even though his feud with Jacob Fatu was certainly fun to watch. Joe Hendry, coming off an NXT title reign that lasted 60 days. Oh my goodness, what a powerbomb to the outside. This is a critical match for Joe Hendry. If Joe Hendry can win this match, he'll be the leader in the Jade League because he has a win over Kenny Omega, so he owns the head-to-head tiebreaker. He beats Drew here. All of a sudden, Joe Hendry, a man who nobody thought in a million years would be in this position, could potentially win the Jade League, and that would be a huge upset and a big vote of confidence. The count currently standing at 5. This is exactly what McIntyre needs. If this ends in a double count out, as the count is at 6 now, are we gonna get a count out? A double count out! Oh my god, a running power slam! Joe Hendry's gotta get back in the ring though! Joe Hendry's gotta get back in the ring! Oh, but he took way too long! And McIntyre gets back into the ring. Hendry could have taken a little bit more time to beat him up, and then maybe get back into the ring and get 3 critical points on an STO by Joe Hendry. Wait a minute, Drew McIntyre! McIntyre going for the roll-up! Oh, and a kick out at 1 by Joe Hendry. This is an opportunity for Joe Hendry, though, because if Joe Hendry, as I said before, wins this match, he'll be the leader in the Jade League, and this would be terrible for Drew McIntyre, because remember, McIntyre has already lost to Kenny Omega, which means he would drop down to the 3rd position. That would mean he would have to beat Roman Reigns tomorrow night to even have a chance. And now, oh my goodness! Drew McIntyre trying to stay within striking distance of Kenny Omega, while also trying to keep his tournament hopes alive and winning the All-Star Classic. We have done these classics before. We did the Intercontinental Classic, the winner of the Men's Classic, AJ Styles. By the way, congratulations, real life. AJ Styles. Oh my god, what the hell was that? A cutter! A cutter by Joe Hendry! And now, Drew McIntyre. McIntyre reversing whatever the hell Joe Hendry was going for. McIntyre! Boom! As I said before, the winner of the Men's Intercontinental Classic is going for the cover and a kick out. The winner of the Men's Intercontinental Classic, AJ Styles, congratulations in real life to him on being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. And then the winner of the Women's Intercontinental Classic being Raquel Rodriguez. I have no idea what's going to be next for her. Hey, her and Roxanne did pick up a win over Bayley and Lyra this past Monday night on Raw, so that's good. Oh my god, Glasgow Kiss! Glasgow Kiss by Drew! Drew looking for 3 critical points! Oh, and another kick out, a big kick out by Joe, but Joe Hendry got back up! Joe Hendry got back up! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What the hell is he thinking? Oh my goodness. And now Joe Hendry going right after McIntyre. Claymore! Claymore kick by Drew McIntyre! And McIntyre may have just eliminated Joe Hendry! McIntyre is now in the lead! 15 points! What a win for Drew McIntyre! A win that he desperately needed to now take over the Jade League. And now his chances of going to the semifinals has strengthened big time. He now goes in to the final night of the Men's All-Star Classic at a whopping 15 points with an opportunity to beat Roman Reigns and to seal his spot in the semifinals. What a win for Drew McIntyre, the Scottish Warrior, back in the win column.